What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Shop. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. You guys may know me from TikTok or Instagram at Victoria Shop. I pretty much post mostly, as of these days, I'm posting mostly cooking videos, and I'm trying to expand over to YouTube. So today we're gonna be making bone broth. I am obsessed with bone broth. I try to make it every week. And the reason why I love making it is because, one, there's just so many benefits to it. I think the main thing that I'm really trying to get into this year is my gut health and really healing my gut, really just paying more attention to what I'm putting in my body as far as like food on a regular basis. That being said, I definitely am not perfect, but if I can incorporate small habits into my day, into my week that make a big difference over time, sign me up. After the age of 26, you stop producing collagen naturally in your body. I am so down for anything as far as collagen. There's so many good things about it besides gut health. And it's really good for your skin, it's really good for collagen, really good for digestion. There's just so many different benefits about it, and honestly, it tastes good. And I don't know what it is, but there's something about making bone broth that makes me feel very like connected to my food. I know it sounds weird, but it's like whenever I'm like roasting the bone, doing the whole process, like I just feel very connected to my food. Another thing is, you don't have to drink bone broth if it's something you don't like to taste, like you don't really like the taste of, because not a lot of people do. There's so many different ways that you can use bone broth. You can use it to cook your grains, to add all the properties to that, so you're getting the benefits of that. So cooking rice pilaf or quinoa or anything like that, you can always go ahead and add bone broth instead of water. You can use it to make soup, or you can drink it on a regular basis like I do. I try to have it in the morning when I wake up to get everything going, get my digestive system going, and I don't know, it just, whenever I incorporate it in the morning, I just feel like less, I don't know, there's just something about it. I used to be the type of person that as soon as I woke up in the morning, I would drink coffee, and it's actually really bad for your stomach. Obviously, not every day we can be perfect. When I go wake up in the morning, like I'll have a cup of bone broth if I already have it made, and it's honestly just something I look forward to because I know it's good for me. I think the main thing that I love though about bone broth and making it is like I feel like I'm not wasting any food. Like for example, I use a lot of vegetables when I'm cooking. I use a lot of everything like herbs, vegetables, onions, carrots, and if you are doing certain recipes, you'll notice that you'll have a lot left over. And it's so funny because this kind of brings me back to culinary school. We would not throw away anything. No scraps would be thrown away. We would always use it for stock. So make sure you're saving your vegetable scraps for stock so that you just feel better and you're not throwing away all your food. I literally save the ends of the onion. It gives it more flavor. You know, the ends of the herbs. This is gonna be actually a first time for me using chicken feet. I know it's a little weird looking at it, but the chicken feet have so much collagen in them. Yeah, this is the first time I'm gonna be making bone broth out of this because I typically use bone marrow. I'm gonna be using an Instant Pot type thing. I mean, this is not an Instant Pot like the brand. Basically the same thing, a pressure cooker, but I find it just to be easy. I just personally like this because it makes it easier. You don't have to worry about it. It's about 2 pounds for what I have right here. Just because I grabbed 2 packages, they're so cheap and I just couldn't resist. It is a lot of trial and error, but I found that using fresh herbs, onions, your basic mirepoix, which is onions, celery, and carrots. Wow, I need a culinary refresh. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken feet in. Parsley right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. Throw onion, carrots, more onions. Okay, so this is a good example right here. There's like dirt on it, so you can either rinse it or just throw it away. I mean, you don't need to put this in there. It just offers a little bit of a different flavor profile, and then it goes back with us not wasting our food. I'm actually not going to use all of this just because, one, there's no room, and two, I'm gonna use it for the beef bone broth that I'm gonna be doing. I love it because you don't really have to do like a crazy amount of chopping. It's really just cutting things and putting them in as I go ahead and chop more. You just want to make sure everything like fits, because in the Instant Pot there is a max line as far as liquid, so you don't want to go over that. I'm gonna add a little bit of apple cider vinegar, bay leaves. Like I said, I'm not really like being super strict about what I'm putting in here. I'm really just utilizing what I have. Don't judge me. I literally only have minced garlic and like whatever. It's gonna get strained out, okay? So who cares? So please, another issue, not an issue, but I've had this Trader Joe's bought stock broth, whatever, that I've had in my fridge for a little bit since I purchased it. I want to utilize it. I want to use it up, and I know I'm not going to use it for anything anytime soon, so we're just going to pour it in here, and then we'll fill up the rest with water. I want to make sure you're using filtered water for this as well. A little bit of salt, pepper. It just like brings us back, I feel. I don't know why. Like using, I don't know, there's something about this that is like therapeutic. Just utilizing like all of the animal that you're using. Something about it. It should be interesting though with using the already made stock and broth that I had from Trader Joe's. Go ahead and close this, get in, get everything situated. Close your lid. Make sure the setting is on sealing. Do manual setting, high, set it for 2 hours. I don't even bother with the other setting. Then we will come back and check on it after the 2 hours is up, and then we'll let it release, and I will show you guys how to finish it off. So it's actually a new day now. I got home last night. The 2 hours went by. I got home last night, and I just wanted to let it cool in the Instant Pot before I strained everything out, and then it just ended up being too late by the time I got home. That I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and strain this. So anyways, it's the next day, and I just took out of the fridge. It really was like jello. Like the whole thing together was jello. I probably should have taken a video of it, but I just wanted to put it back into a pot and let it like melt all again. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a strainer and then just pour everything in. One way that you can do it is you can get one of these, which is like a slotted bigger spoon, and you can scoop out everything into here just so that you're not lifting as much when you're pouring everything in. It looks really creepy. And then we're literally just gonna throw all this away. There's no use for it anymore. Oh my god, okay, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty grossed out right now. There's like all the fingernails just like fell off. The fingernails, it's just like that's the weird part for me. I just don't like to see it, I guess. The broth smells amazing and it looks great. So typically what I like to do, I like to pour it into something a little bit easier to pour into the mason jars just so I'm not spilling literally everywhere. It's pretty much all strained out, but I just want to make sure that we have everything out of there. I don't really want to be drinking fingernails in my bone broth. Go ahead and pour it in the fine mesh strainer just to make sure that you're getting everything out. Like, remember I put garlic in there. I just really want to make sure everything is completely strained out so you have a good liquid going for you. I just find mason jars are easiest to store. If this weirds you out, just don't drink it like regularly. Just use it for like cooking different types of grains, literally whatever you want to do with it. It's up to you, but we just gotta get over it sometimes. This is already pretty much cooled, but if it wasn't cooled, you'd want to make sure it's already cooled. This is what we're left with when I used the 10 cups in the Instant Pot, which pretty much filled it all the way. I used the 2 pounds of chicken feed. So this should last me quite a bit, especially because it's gonna thicken up and turn into like a gelatin. I'm just gonna put a scoop like in a cup and drink it in the morning as I get ready, or drink it at night before I go to bed. It really just depends. I'm not really super strict about it. Okay, so there you have it, you guys. Like I said, I constantly am having so many different vegetable scraps. So I don't like to throw things away with all the recipes that I do. I'm trying to be better about that this year. I'm not perfect. Who's perfect when it comes to that? So I'm really trying to be better, and I just love stock because it's such an easy way to utilize everything that you have in your fridge. Just be better about it. I will show you guys the final product when it like hardens up a little bit, so I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a little bit. If you guys have any specific questions on this, definitely let me know. Again, it's not a super strict recipe. It's literally just kind of me utilizing whatever I have in the fridge. But yeah, I'm super excited to use this. Cheers, and happy gut health, happy skin, happy everything, happy bones. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers!